Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Om Jnana Timirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manovistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Jutapada Kamalang Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatan Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sarvadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padham Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavanisvari Visavano Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kipa Sindhuvya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivas Adi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So this part of our broadcast today is our weekly program here at the Krishna Balaram Mandir, and we're doing especially for those who are new or those who have been in the movement or have connections with our society. This is a question and answer program for 1 hour. This is what we're going to do. And you may send your questions in Hindi or in English. We're also in YouTube, right? Oh, only in Facebook. No YouTube today. Sorry. It's MeTube. In our Facebook, ISKCON Vrindavan TV. Is that correct? ISKCON Vrindavan TV. Or you may send some of your questions also here in the comments and section. I will try to reply as much as possible. What I have here actually is a very old Back to Godhead, right here. Back to Godhead magazine. This is the backbone of our movement, the magazine of the Hare Krishna movement. And this was published around 1970. This is number 34. Very old, very ancient. You see the picture of Lord Garbhodakashayi Vishnu lying down in the ocean of milk, and the demigods, they're praying. So, or this is Akrura as well. Looks like Akrura. There's Akrura right there, and seeing all these different demigods, and Garbhodakasai Vishnu. Lord Shiva is here, Lord Brahma, Narad Muni, the four Kumaras, many sages. Looks like Prahlad Maharaj is there also as well. So what I'm going to read is an article written by our founder Acharya, and based from what we're going to read, we will also further elucidate or describe further what is our Guru Maharaj's or Srila Prabhupada is mentioning. Okay? So many nice photos. Very old photos of Sankirtan. All over the world. Because in those days already, we already have a center in England. Many centers those days already started the movement. In Atlanta, Georgia, Berkeley, California, Boston, Massachusetts, Boulder, Colorado, Buffalo, New York, Columbus, Ohio, Detroit, Michigan, Hamburg, West Germany, Honolulu, Hawaii, Laguna Beach, California, London, England, Los Angeles, California, Montreal, Canada, New Vrindavan, West Virginia, New York City, New York, Paris, France, Philadelphia, Providence, San Francisco, Santa Barbara, Seattle, St. Louis, Sydney, Tokyo, Toronto, Vancouver, and Washington, D.C. So it's like small preaching area, centers in those days, except there is in Los Angeles, our main headquarters, world headquarters in California, 3764 Watsika Avenue. So what we're going to read is an article written by our founder Acharya entitled Harikirtan, the Yoga for the Modern Age. Please try to listen carefully. It's a very nice article here by our founder Acharya. So as I said, you log into Facebook, ISKCON Vrindavan TV, right? And then you'll be able to send your questions there. You can write down, and I have my friend here. He will read to us. And also on my Facebook page, in Facebook. Chetudharvanamarjanam baba mahadavagni nirvapanam Shreyakairava chandrika vitaranam vidhyabadhu jivanam Anandam bhudibardhanam pratipadam purnam ritasvadanam Sarvatmasnapanam param vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. All glories to the Sankirtan movement. Param Vijayate, Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was only a 16-year-old boy, introduced this Sankirtan movement 500 years ago in Navadvip, India. So, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is none other than the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Specifically, he is none other than Radha and Krishna combined. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nahi Anya. And 500 years ago, when he came and appeared in West Bengal, specifically in Navadvip, Shida Mayapur, he did not write many books. He actually commissioned his followers, his disciples, to write many books, especially the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan, namely Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, Raghunath Bhatt Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, Srila Jiva Goswami, and Raghunath Das Goswami. Si Rup Sanatan Bata Raghunat, si Jiva Gopal Bata Dasa Raghunat. Sad Goswamis. And this is the first of the sloka that he wrote. He uttered this from his lotus mouth. And it explains about the cleansing process whereby when one chants the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, all the dirty things in our mind and in our heart will be dispelled, will be cleansed. This is the purifying process of the chanting of the holy name of the Lord. We cleanse our heart because the name of the Lord is none different than the Lord Himself, the personality. This is the absolute nature of the Supreme Lord. His name, fame, form, qualities, and pastimes, they're all purifying. If we hear them, then we purify our consciousness. So, Param Vijayate si Krishna Sankirtana. So he introduced this 500 years ago in Navadvip, India. It was not that he manufactured some religious system, just as nowadays so many religious systems are being manufactured. Actually, religion cannot be manufactured. Dharmat tu saksad bhagavat pranitam. Religion means the codes of God, the laws of God, that's all. Certainly, we cannot live without obeying the state laws, and similarly, we cannot live without obeying the laws of God. So, yes, there is a law of man, there is a law of God. That means there's a higher nature whereby we have to abide its law. When we say nature, prakriti, but whose nature? Ultimately, it is the nature that has been created by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So in the material world, we live in such a way that we have to abide certain rules and regulations. We cannot be freely living without having any kind of responsibility. We have to be responsible for everything that we do. It's like there is a law of karma. Law of karma means for every actions that we perform, there is an equal or opposite reaction. More likely, equal reaction. If we do good, then good things will come back to us. If we do sinful activities, then we have to pay for the consequence, the reaction. No one can perform any activities without getting away. You cannot get away with it. Just like there's a law of man. In the law of man, there is certain directions and duties of the citizens that one must follow, one must perform. If you don't, just like if you cross a red light, more likely you'll get hit by a car or you'll get a ticket. Especially now they have cameras, CCTVs. You know, they can see your license plate and they just gonna have to send you the ticket. So similarly, there is an eye in the sky. There's an eye in the sky that sees everything what's going on. And there's so many witnesses, day and night, the sun and the moon, the wind. Time also is a witness, and especially there is Paramatma, who is the super soul within our heart. He can tell, he can see what's happening all the time. And this law of nature has been not whimsically came out from one's mental speculation. Only the Supreme Lord can actually make this law. It cannot be manufactured by anyone. Dharmat saksad bhagavat pranitam. The codes of God, the laws of God, the Supreme Lord Himself, He made it for the good of us. If we follow the laws of God, then we will be living peacefully and happily. We don't have to, if we break the laws of God, then we have to suffer and face the consequence. So in the Bhagavad Gita, the Lord says, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata. Whenever there are discrepancies in the persecution of religious activities, yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyutanam adharmasya. And there is a predominance of irreligious activities, tadatmanam sijami aham. At that time, I, Krishna, appear. And in the material world, we can see the same principle demonstrated, for wherever there is this obedience of state laws, there is the advent of some particular state officer or policeman to set things right. So ultimately, again, it is for our own benefit. The police are there to put things in straight, proper, harmonious, peaceful way. They are there to protect us. For those who are rebellious, then they'll get punished. And that's why there is a jail for that, for them. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is worshipped by the Goswamis. There were 6 Goswamis: Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, Raghunath Bhatt Goswami, Jiva Goswami, Gopal Bhatt Goswami, and Sri Raghunath Das Goswami. So these Goswamis are very exalted personalities, devotees, eternal associates of the Supreme Lord. So when the Supreme Lord comes to the material world, from time to time, once in one day of Lord Brahma, Lord Krishna, along with his associates, they also come to assist him and to perform pastimes to attract the conditioned souls like us. So 500 years ago, similarly, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he came along with his eternal associates. And most of them, if not many of them, just like these 6 Goswamis, there are gopis or manjaris. I mean, it's cowherd maidens, girlfriends of Lord Krishna. But specifically these 6 Goswamis, they are manjaris, or they are like younger in age compared to the regular friends of Radha and Krishna. They assist the elderly gopis who are friends of Lord Krishna and Srimati Radharani to perform or enhance their pastimes. There are 3 meanings of go. Oh, I was just hearing about this class. There are 3 meanings of go. Go means land, go means cow, and go means senses. So that's the meaning of go, or gao. Gao means go, cow. Go mata, we call cow, mother cow. Go means also the senses, sense of hearing, the sense of touch, the sense of smell, the sense of taste, the sense of sight. And Swami means master. So Goswami means that they were masters of the senses. When one becomes master of the senses, or Goswami, he can make progress in spiritual life. That is the real meaning of Swami. Swami does not mean that he is a servant of the senses, but master of them. So yes, in India, specifically those who are wearing saffron collar, and they dedicated themselves to be celibate for the rest of their life, and those who are fully dedicated to be engaged 24 hours in the service of the Supreme Lord, they are called Goswami. It's like many temples here in Vrindavan, and each and every temple, they are being managed under the direction of a Goswami. However, this day and age also, that it becomes a hereditary title, Goswami. And even though some of them are not so qualified to be real Goswami, because Goswami means, as we've heard from here, master of the senses, and therefore, because they are in the same family, so all their last names is Goswami. Like we have this one boy who comes in the morning program, Guru Puja, Advaita Acharya Goswami. He's a young boy. His father is one of the Goswamis in Radharaman temple. Yes. And he's a nice boy. He's he's chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So, but others, I don't know if they're Goswamis really. So, one of the 6 Goswamis, Rupa Goswami, was the head, and he compiled a nice verse in honor of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He says, Anar pita charim chirat karunaya vinartina kalo samarpa yitom una judwala rasam sabakti sriyam hari purata sundara juti kadamba sambipita sada hridaya kandare spurato vatsachinandana. Kalo means this age of Kali, the iron age, which is very contaminated, an age of quarrel and disagreement. So this is where we are right now, the age of Kali. Time is eternal, and according to the Vedic scriptures, that time is divided into 4 phases. Kala or Kali Yuga, Treta Yuga, Kali Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Treta Yuga, and Satya Yuga. So we're in the age of winter. It is winter. Here in Vrindavan, it is winter. So just like in America or in some parts of Europe, they have winter, spring, summer, and fall. The best is springtime. After Kali Yuga, it'll be Satya Yuga. Or after winter, it'll be spring, the best of all seasons. So we're in the time where it's the most difficult age, because this is the age of strife, quarrel, hypocrisy, chaos. People are short-lived. People are easily disturbed. People have short lives. It's like the opposite of Satya Yuga. Satya Yuga means the golden age. We're in the age of iron. So, golden age, Satya Yuga, people used to live for 100,000 years, and they don't need dictaphone to remember what they said, recorder. No, they're all very, very pious. The principles of religion, namely truthfulness, mercifulness, cleanliness, and austerity, they're all very prominent. Here in the age of Kali, practically they are non-existent, but a little bit of truthfulness is still there. This is where we are in this age now, Kali. So, this age is very contaminated. Rupa Goswami says that in this age of Kali, when everything is disagreement and quarrel, You have to descend to offer the highest love of God. Samarpayitong unatujwala rasam. And not only the topmost, but a very brilliant rasa or transcendental humor. Purata Sundara Juti. Your complexion is just like gold, like the luster of gold. You are so kind that I bless everyone. The Goswamis can bless because they are masters of the senses. That this form of the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, may always remain dancing in everyone's heart. So, Rupa Goswami, he prayed to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in this way. And he is blessing everyone. When Rupa Goswami first met Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at Prayag, Lord Chaitanya was chanting and dancing in the street, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. At that time also he offered one prayer, Namo Mahapadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate. Oh, you are the most magnificent of all incarnations, because you are distributing love of Godhead. Krishna Prema Pradayate. Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaura Twise Namaha. You are Krishna himself. Because if you were not Krishna, you could not distribute Krishna Prema or love of God. For love of Krishna is not so easily acquired, but you are distributing this love freely to everyone. So, 5,000 years ago, Lord Krishna, he was asking, demanding our surrender. Give up everything and just surrender unto him. You do not worry, I will protect you. Masuchaha. So, in the age of Kali, especially, very difficult to surrender. But 500 years ago, we are given this opportunity to attain love of God. Anyone who partakes the Sankirtan process of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, we will be able to also come to the platform of pure devotional service, loving Krishna, Krishna Prem, specifically by just chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So this is the greatest boon in the age of Kali. Even though we're here in this day and age, we're like trapped, difficult to get out. It's like burning. It says in the Srimad Bhagavatam that this material world in the age of Kali is just like an ocean, and at the same time it's like a forest. And in the forest, when there is a fire, it's very difficult to escape. The only way how we can do it is just by chanting the holy name of the Lord, and because the mercy of the spiritual master, being representative of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he will shower rains. He'll have a cooling effect, especially also with the mercy of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Are there any questions so far? To what they were just watching? How many are watching, do you know?
9 people.
Huh?
9 people.
90?
9.
Oh, 9. It's good. Lucky 9. Very good. And me is about 19, 20 are watching. So,
How to activate our third eye through bhakti to infinite power?
how do we
How to activate our third eye?
activate?
Activate.
Third eye?
Third eye through
The-
bhakti
Or?
to get identify domain power.
Actually, it is what you call third eye, means seeing past, present, and future. is a power that usually the yogis would like to attain. So our goal is not to attain this so-called third eye or seeing the future or seeing what's happening. But ultimately our goal is to attain love of God, which is, if you have that, if you have ongoing to attain that goal, then there is no need. We know what's going to be our future. Our future will be with Krishna. And not just our future will be with Krishna. We will be with Krishna even right now. So, yes, just by chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, all of these mystic powers will be attained. There are 8 types of mystic powers. To be small than the smaller, to be bigger than the biggest, to be lighter than the lightest, to reach a certain planet in the material world of your choice at the time of death, to also merge, is that? Yeah, to have a certain opulence, or to reach something where is you may think it's unreachable, especially if you have that mystic power. You can take a fruit somewhere in Afghanistan without leaving your bedroom. But that's not possible now. What is more important is how we cleanse our heart. Because our heart is so dirty, it's full of sinful desires. We want to commit sinful activities, thinking that by fulfilling them I will be happy. But the result is we're going to suffer more. This is not the proper way. So don't worry about the third eye. Usually in Kali Yuga you will never reach that third eye. Why don't you have eyes everywhere? That is better. That is better. By chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Okay.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Shanti Krishna Das from Dubai saying you blessings.
Shanti Krishna Das. Okay. May you be blessed by chanting Hare Krishna. You have to chant Hare Krishna and spread Krishna consciousness. Yes. Next. In this way, the Sankirtan movement was inaugurated in Bengal, India, and in Navadvip. In this sense, the Bengalis are very fortunate that in their country this movement was inaugurated by Lord Chaitanya, who predicted Pritibhiti acheyate yatanagara sarvatra prachar haibe moranam. In all villages and towns all over the world, everywhere, this Sankirtan movement will be preached. That is his future prediction. So this is by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada. He traveled at the age of 70 to cross the Atlantic Ocean and reach the shore of North America, in New York, in Boston Harbor first, and then in New York. So specifically is because of his mercy that this Sankirtan movement is spread all over the world. We have 450 centers, temples, preaching centers, restaurants, and so on, farm communities, and so on, all over the world. And the Hare Krishna movement is spreading like still wildfire, especially here in India. And all over the world. I traveled all over the world, like Russia, America, some parts of Africa, and people are taking it so seriously because they know that this program that we're doing, spreading Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, is genuine. So the prediction is still, we are continuing. We are spreading all over the world. And this prediction is being fulfilled, especially when we are able to finish that temple of Vedic planetarium in Shida Mayapur. Then the Harikirtan mantra and the religion. This is the religion for this age. Harirnam, 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 Harirnam Kevalam, Kalona Stevana, 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 Steva Gatir Anyata. This is the yoga for the modern age. Harikirtan, chanting the holy name of the Lord, glorifying His name, fame, form, qualities, and pastimes. So by doing this, those who have a little bit of intelligence will take part into this process, and they will be happy that they will not be affected even in the age of Kali. They will be very, very much free from anxiety. So by the grace of Lord Chaitanya, this movement is already introduced in the Western countries, beginning from New York. Our Sankirtan movement was first introduced in New York in 1966. At that time, I came and began to chant this Hare Krishna mantra in Tompkins Square. I was chanting there for 3 hours with a small mridanga, and these American boys assembled and gradually joined. And so it is increasing. First of all, it was started in New York storefront 26 2nd Avenue. Then we started our branches in San Francisco, in Montreal, Boston, in Los Angeles, in Buffalo, in Columbus. We now have 24 branches. This was at the time when Prabhupada was giving this class. I've read this, or I've heard this in a class, an address. We now have 24 branches in London. They're all American boys and girls, and they are preaching. They are not sannyasis, nor are they Vedantists, nor Hindus, nor Indians, but they have taken this movement very seriously. Even in the London Times, there was an article, headline, Krishna chant startles London. So we have many in the movement now. All my disciples, at least in this country, are Americans and Europeans. They are chanting, dancing, and are issuing a paper, Back to Godhead. Now we have published many books, Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita as it is, teachings of Lord Chaitanya, Ishopanishad. It is not that this movement is simply a sentimental movement. Don't think that these boys are dancing out of some religious sentiment or fanaticism. No. We have the highest philosophical and theosophical background. It's amazing how, yes, all over the world, everyone is taking up this process of chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and also many of our literatures is being distributed every day. Tens and thousands of this great work of Srila Prabhupada, especially the Srimad Bhagavatam, the Bhagavad Gita as it is, which is the ABC of spiritual knowledge, is being used in many, many countries of the world. Universities all over the world has chosen this book, the Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is, as part of their curriculum and their studies. So we are not here as we are sentimentalists, as Prabhupada says. Everything is backed up by our lineage, the disciplic succession, coming from Lord Krishna himself, down to Lord Brahma, Madhva, Gaudiya, Sampradaya. Many of the books also has been translated by Srila Prabhupada in many, many languages now. Many languages, major languages, even in Hebrew, even in Parsi, even in Urdu, every major languages all over the world has translated our book, especially the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. So we should take this process very seriously. It's not a sentimental movement. Our knowledge of the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam and other transcendental literature is a proof of this. That's why Prabhupada, when he came to America, he was equipped. He did not come to America empty-handed. He came with the first 3 volumes of the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is his magnum opus, to give the knowledge to the English-speaking world as his Guru Maharaj has instructed him to do so.
How it's possible by me, like Bhakta Maharaj defended demonic power, Hiranyakashipu. I feel that demonic power are active in temple present now.
Okay, slowly again. How?
How it's possible?
How is it possible?
By me.
By me?
Like Bhakta Maharaj.
Like Bhakta Maharaj.
Defend demonic power.
Defend demonic power.
Hiranyakashipu.
Like Hiranyakashipu.
I feel that demonic power are.
I feel the demonic power are
active in temple present now.
Active in the temple present now?
Yeah.
Really? Which temple are you from? Are there a lot of Hiranyakashipus there? Okay. Well, ultimately, there is nothing good in this world. Everything is bad. So we have to be equipped ourselves. We have to be strong spiritually. Like Prahlad Maharaj, when he was speaking to his demoniac friends, son of demoniac personalities, he said that now is the best to execute or practice Krishna consciousness. And they were only 5 years old. I remember going to that place in Ahobilam, the school of Prahlad Maharaj, way up in the mountain. You have to climb like for 3 hours to go up in the mountain. And the classroom is there. Well, you don't see the classroom, but you'll see it's like a flat land with real stone, but it's very high. It's near the cliff. I wonder how they play. Must be dangerous. So, yes, and he says, and his friend says, "Oh, come on, Prahlad, now is not the time to take up to this process. When we get old, we will take up." So, no. Do it as soon as you're young, or whatever stage of life you are. Take up this process seriously. Read Srila Prabhupada's books, have a good sadhana, attend Mangalartik. You said in the temple, so I hope you're attending Mangalartik also. That is early in the morning at 4 o'clock. If you only come for prasadam time, then how can you defeat all of these demoniac personalities? You should come for the full morning program, attend Guru Puja, Srimad Bhagavatam class, perform practical service during the day. You can be in book distribution or Harinam or cleaning the temple or doing arti and so on. Then you'll become strong spiritually. When you have a good foundation, no one can shake you. No one can give you a hard time. Yes, in this day and age, there's so many Hiranyakashipus. Yes, and we just have to be careful also not to commit Vaishnava Parad. This is very important. We can change their mentality by becoming ourselves very strong spiritually, and then we can be able to inspire them, enthuse them to take up to the process of Bhakti Yoga. Okay? Which temple is he from? Ask him. Which temple? Maybe we can go there and fight all the Hiranyakashipus there. Hare Krishna. Any other question there? Okay. Next. So by the grace of Lord Chaitanya, this movement is already introduced. And as an illustration, let us consider Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. While he was preaching, he went to Benares, the seat of Mayavadi sannyasis. The followers of Sankaracharya are mostly seen in Benares. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was there, he was chanting and dancing. Some of the people very much appreciated this, and so he quickly became famous. One prominent sannyasi, Prakashananda Sarasvati, leader of many thousands of Mayavadi sannyasis, was informed, "Oh, from Bengal, one young sannyasi has come. He is so nicely chanting and dancing." Prakashananda Sarasvati was a great Vedantist, and he did not like the idea. He said, "Oh, he is a pseudo-sannyasi. He is chanting and dancing, and this is not the business of sannyasi. A sannyasi should always engage himself in the study of philosophy and Vedanta." Then one of the devotees who did not like the remarks of Prakashananda Sarasvati came back and informed Lord Chaitanya that he was being criticized. So the devotee arranged a meeting of all the sannyasis, and there was a philosophical discussion and Vedanta between Prakashananda Sarasvati and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. These accounts, the philosophical discussions, are given in our teachings of Lord Chaitanya. It is remarkable that Prakashananda himself, with all his disciples, became Vaishnavas. So this is the effect of chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, that even the most sinful, most heinous, most degraded personalities, they will also come up to the practice of this yoga for this age, the Sankirtan Yoga, Sankirtan Dharma, chanting of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, specifically when the devotee is very powerful. It's like Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the ideal devotee. We should follow in his footsteps. Following in his footsteps means following his instructions. By doing so, we'll be able to attract also others to take up this process of chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. And even the most hard-hearted personalities, their hearts will melt. So we have to have a good sense of understanding this philosophy, applying the philosophy, especially of the Bhagavad Gita. Every day we should read Bhagavad Gita, continue being plugged in our ISKCON Vrindavan TV. Throughout the whole day, we are broadcasting 24 hours live, everything that's going on in the mandir, so you can be connected wherever you are in any part of the world. In Vrindavan, Vrindavan is a transcendental place, and if you can be connected in that way, it is also the same as you are in Vrindavan. That means your purifying process is very, very rapid. This is the Vrindavan is like the temple, main temple of ISKCON. We have two international centers, Vrindavan and Shida Mayapur. But Vrindavan is the home of Lord's pure devotee, Srila Prabhupada, and by having in connection with our ISKCON Vrindavan through this broadcasting, you'll get so immense purification that you cannot just imagine. So we'd like to thank everyone for joining us. Is that enough? No more question? How many is in there in your life?
6.
6. Very good. Well, you're very fortunate. It's not by the quantity here, it's by the quality. So we'd like to thank you again for joining us in these weekly question and answers here in Vrindavan. And we'll see you again next time. Same place, same time, same subject, Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada K. Jai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Okay.